The Master Sword is one of the best weapons you can get in Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, due to the fact it has similar properties in Breath of the Wild, where it truly never breaks. Welcome to WePC, my name is Ben, and here is our guide on how you're able to obtain the Master Sword. The first thing you need to do is actually acquire the quest to start this, and to do that you have to save the Great Deku Tree from the gloom that is currently infecting it. To do this, you need to enter inside the Great Deku Tree and glide down into the Deku Tree chasm to the very bottom. This is where you'll need to attack those phantom gloam hand enemies that spawn a few seconds after you've landed. The second thing to successfully get the Master Sword is to upgrade your stamina to one complete stamina wheel and an additional upgrade to the next stamina wheel. Anything less at your disposal will prevent you from being able to get your hands on the Master Sword. Going back to the Deku Tree, I recommend that the best and most effective way in dealing with them is having a reasonably decent leveled bow and fusing your arrows with bomb arrows to damage them all together quite efficiently, or using Soldier Construct level 2 horns to provide a decent level of damage to them individually. Once you defeat each hand, a Phantom Ganon will now spawn as a mini boss for you to defeat. An effective method that I discovered that allows you to attack it reasonably well, as I'm seriously quite awful at combat as you can see, is to equip the Phantom Armor, as that boosts your attack quite considerably, and to consume a tough pumpkin stew that ups your defense. Once defeated, the bloom will then begin to disappear, and you'll be approached by 3 Koroks sharing their thanks for saving the Great Deku Tree. If you return to the surface and continue climbing up the Great Deku Tree, you'll discover a stump that gives you the ability to be able to talk to the Great Deku Tree. You'll then be informed that they can sense the Master Sword and have provided the location to it for you. This is the only way you can trigger the Master Sword in appearing in the game again after you originally lose it at the start of the game. You'll then notice the objective for the Master Sword will be moving around Hyrule. That's because it is on a light dragon. Therefore, it is best to go to the closest sky tower that is located nearest to it, so you have the height advantage of trying to successfully reach it. For us, the Master Sword was closest to the Poplar Foothills Skyview Tower. After being shot out of the sky tower and gliding in the air like Mary Poppins, you will need to glide towards the previously mentioned light dragon. You know if you're heading towards the right creature if it has a blue and yellow flame flowing out of its head. Make sure you glide to the head, as that's where you'll see the Master Sword. All you need to do now is press A to grab it. You will now have to hold on to the A button for dear life, like on a busy morning London commute where you're packed in together like a can of sardines, as it will start to quickly consume your stamina. If you don't have enough stamina, or you accidentally let go of the A button, you'll be ejected off the creature, but you can have a second chance in attempting to retrieve the legendary weapon by simply gliding back onto it and giving yourself another crack at getting the sword. As your stamina is being consumed, the cutscene will continue to play out. When you have held on long enough to successfully obtain the sword, a new cutscene will begin to play out of finally getting your hands on the Master Sword again. You will then return to the Sky Islands at the ruins of the Temple of Time, where you last had it at the beginning of the game, and this is the moment when the Master Sword is available to you. And that's how you get the Master Sword in Tears of the Kingdom. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for more, so you don't miss a beat as we provide content left, right and centre for everything surrounding gaming and tech.